is yo? Boom. Yo, let me send a cuss right to there, but we finna watch 15 epic bird attacks calling king. So hey, what down there was literally a bird eating a whole animal. So hey, I'm not gonna do too much talking. Let's get.
Many birds are fearless predators and they can tackle a variety of prey. Have you ever seen the kookaburra in action? What about the snake eagle? If you want to see some formidable birds in action,
Damn, was
keep
that
watching.
Trump?
What about
That
the
nigga
snake
scared
eagle?
that nigga?
If you want to see some
Damn.
formidable birds in action, keep watching as we count down 15 epic bird attacks caught on camera. Number 15, bald eagle. A bald eagle and a coyote fight over a fresh deer carcass. When a coyote comes to annoy it for a taste of the kill, the eagle charges it several times, attempting to discourage it. The coyote, on the other hand, is tenacious and tries to get to the carcass until it succeeds and runs
I mean,
away.
bro, I heard that animal, a bald eagle, their talons, like they could really like pierce through you.
With it, but drops it along the way. It's a never-ending battle between the two animals for the prize. Following the death of a juvenile heron, the eagle plucks all of its large feathers and drags it up onto the grassy area visible above them in the video. She ate some of it, as did the other eagle, who was presumably the male because he was smaller. This eagle swoops down and kills a mallard duck. The other ducks force the eagle to fly away without his kill, so he circles the area looking for a chance to snare the dead duck. The ducks, however, lunge at him every time he swoops in to make the grab. He finally flies right through and grabs the kill. When this bald eagle snatches a couple of chicks from a nest and flies away with them clamped in his talons, he doesn't waste any time. Donald Trump, the runner-up for Person of the Year, agreed to pose with a bald eagle for a Time magazine cover story, as he was establishing himself as a serious contender. The eagle didn't seem to like it. I guess the eagle was a Democrat. Number 14, sparrowhawk. This sparrowhawk attacks a feral pigeon, and as much as the pigeon tries to fight off the hawk, there is nothing it can do, and the hawk begins plucking the feral pigeon's feathers. In this video, a male sparrowhawk is killing a starling. You can see the starling is pinned to the ground and cannot move. The starling fought valiantly but ultimately lost. Another sparrowhawk jumps on a starling as if it was a bouncing ball, and the result is the same. The starling eventually succumbs to the vicious attack.
Nah, bro, he really
This time, a crow must deal with the sparrowhawk's relentless attacks, and the blackbird doesn't fare much better than the pigeon. This sparrowhawk sits on a wood pigeon when two magpies come to harass it. The hawk is upset and lets the magpies know he will attack them if they continue, but the magpies don't care. Meanwhile, the pigeon is stuck under the hawk and it's obvious he's dead. The magpies want the pigeon, but it's not happening. This sparrowhawk returned with a small bird after a quick hunt and brought it back to his handler. Number 13, hawks. This cuckoo bird is begging this hawk for mercy, but the hawk plucks its feathers and begins to feast on it without holding back at all. Woodpeckers are tough birds, but this hawk is giving it a beating, and the woodpecker...
Do these birds, do they just keep on trying to bite them until like they finally get through? Cause these niggas is really pinning them down and just taking their feathers off. That's what
woodpecker is powerless to...
That's like if you was getting pinned down and nigga was just ripping your hair off.
To stop it. The hawk eats the woodpecker alive, and it does a good job. This sparrowhawk catches a Jacobin cuckoo, and as much as the cuckoo laments itself, the hawk is not concerned with its well-being. It's hungry, and it's going to eat it. This hawk is crushing a backyard bird, and we can't hear a peep out of the victim. Perhaps he's already dead, and if he's not, he will be soon, because the hawk has begun to pluck the feathers from the helpless bird. A European starling is being killed and its feathers plucked by this sharp-shinned hawk. Sharp-shinned hawks are accipiter hawks that primarily prey on birds. They are an important part of the ecosystem because they hunt the weak and sick birds while allowing the strong ones to breed.
Damn, he really plugged
Number
him
12,
deep.
owls.
Oh,
These
yeah,
barn
oh, yeah.
owls are
Oh,
disturbed
yeah.
when a pigeon comes crashing
yeah.
into their box. The owls were just beginning their bonding process when the incident occurred. Will they return after this? Your guess is as good as mine. This great horned owl attacks a peregrine nest while the mother is not there and tries to snatch the babies. The owl grabs one of the falcons and takes off. This owl is lost when some cats find it on the sidewalk. It's probably injured, but one thing for sure, it is terrified of the cat, and the cat has no clue what to do. This owl is snatching a few babies from this nest. It looks more like it's eating them on the spot. I guess the mother is running errands somewhere else.
Damn.
Great horned owls are powerful
Nah, bro.
predators that can take down large prey, including raptors like ospreys, peregrine falcons, prairie falcons, and other owls. They also consume much smaller animals such as
Nah,
rodents.
bro. Nature is really something else, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This probably would have been humans too, like for survival and shit. If we didn't come up with all this technology and all that bullshit, like if we were still in the Stone Age and shit like that, we would probably be like this. I'm not gonna lie.
Frogs and scorpions. When clenched, a great horned owl's powerful talons require 28 pounds of force to open. This lethal grip is used by owls to sever the spine of large prey. Unfortunately, things do not always go well for these adored live cambirds, as you can see in the video. Number 11, Minus. During the breeding season, Minus seek out nesting hollows and evict native birds and animals. Indian Minus kill other birds' chicks, destroy their eggs, or build their own nests on top of them and suffocate them. These Minus attack a chameleon. We've seen that chameleons can be tough opponents in other countdowns, so this is not a guaranteed win for the birds. A few Minus gang up on one Mina, and it seems like the argument is about food. What else is new? These Minus are involved in a royal rumble, but the problem is there is no referee, so the birds fight without any rules or restraints, and it's all-out war. These Minus are trying to destroy the sparrow's nest. For some reason, these birds give out a negative vibe. Number 10, pelicans.
Yeah, this was the thumbnail.
Pelicans have gigantic mouths, and you can see for yourself in our thumbnail. This pelican is swallowing a rather large animal whole. This pelican grabs a duck and swallows it whole. The duck tries to escape, and you can see it move inside the pelican's gular pouch. But that won't stop.
Bro, how? How does it swallow it? Or does it just leave it there until it decomposes?
Pelican from swallowing it.
How?
A flock of birds gathered in St. James Park in London to eat tourists' breadcrumbs.
How?
A pigeon took a crumb meant for a pelican and ate it. When the pelican got angry, he decided to eat the pigeon instead of the crumb.
And how strong is the thing over here? Cause how are they not getting poked?
Pelicans are fishing, and they are quite good at it as they snatch some fish from the water. This huge pelican scares the living daylights out of this cat. When it tries to snatch the cat, the feline's quick reaction allows it to avoid the attack and run away. Number 9, peregrine falcon. Prairie falcons are well known for their ruthless hunting techniques. A wild juvenile female kills a drake mallard with a high-speed headshot in this video. When she collided with the mallard, she was traveling at around 90 kilometers an hour. When pursuing field-feeding waterfowl, prairie falcons frequently use this technique. Because the duck is heavier and stronger, the ground struggle is reduced when the smaller falcon delivers a knockout punch. It exemplifies the falcon's agility and speed.
Makes sense.
This peregrine falcon scouts the area and hunts a green-winged teal duck as it soars over a beach. It doesn't take long for the falcon to aim and fire, and the duck's life is over. This peregrine falcon swoops down on a great blue heron in midair, and when they crash land, the falcon takes command of the situation. This peregrine falcon kills 2 ducks and goes on a wild hunt with a third. Peregrine falcon kills a pheasant, but the most disturbing part of the video is how the falcon consumes the pheasant. This is not for those who are easily frightened. A man and his girlfriend were camping on Long Key, Florida. when they saw this peregrine falcon dive bomb scoop up a yellow-crested night heron and bounce off the road in front of them. It was amazing to watch it attack such a large bird. Number 8. Harris hawks and goshawks. Most hawks hunt alone. The Harris hawk, on the other hand, is not one of them. Even though it is a fast jackrabbit, it prefers to hunt in packs and can be lethal. The first hawk notices a jackrabbit. It's not going to be an easy catch. These hares invented evasive maneuvering. They can run at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour and leap 10 feet, but it may take more than that to escape the airwolf pack. The first hawk flushes the jackrabbit while the others keep an eye out for the escape.
Damn.
So when the rabbit instinctively zigzags away from one predator, it runs straight into the talons of the other, and the entire family shares the spoils. In the Sonoran Desert, a group of Harris hawks pursues a cottontail rabbit, weaving in and out of cacti as they get closer to their prey. The first hawk's job is to entice the rabbit to come out of its hole, and once it does, the second hawk arrives for the kill. When the kill is completed, the two hawks split the meal.
I mean, bro, this is teamwork at its finest.
These Harris hawks have slaughtered a jackrabbit and are plucking its feathers in front of these dogs. I guess this is one big happy family, and everyone, including their handler, work
Even the
together
dog?
on the hunt. Goshawks have been used to hunt live prey such as rabbits, pheasants, and other animals for centuries. This bird of prey is the ultimate hunting bird due to its exceptional agility, speed, and razor-sharp eyesight. This video depicts a goshawk hunting a jackrabbit in one of nature's most dramatic hunting scenes. With his Harris hawks and German short-haired pointers, this hunter pursues pheasant, duck, rabbit, and squirrels. Everything captured is dispatched humanely and consumed by the hunter: hawks, dogs, and ferrets. There is nothing left to chance. This Harris hawk is hunting a pheasant, and it's hard to watch the hawk bite chunks of flesh from the bird's neck while it's still alive. Number 7. Magpies. A magpie kills and kidnaps 4 barn swallow chicks from a nest on an island in Norway in this video. This bird doesn't seem bothered by the presence of this insane magpie, but it should be. The magpie waits a few seconds before striking, then violently grabs the bird and flees a few feet away. The magpie attacks the bird again before walking away. When the owner of this house went outside to investigate the noise, he discovered 2 blue tits battling a magpie. Because he couldn't see anything out of his bedroom window, he went to the bathroom window. He missed most of the attack, and by the time he got his camera out, the little guy was either dead or on his way to his funeral.
Damn.
The person who was filming had no idea magpies could be so dangerous. This magpie attacks the rat, and the rat does not recover. The magpie transports the rat to a more secluded location to eat it after the killer bird has softened it. Number 6. Kookaburras. This kookaburra clashes with a magpie.
What is
but after
that?
the initial contact, the two birds don't seem to have any interest in pursuing the altercation. This kookaburra shows this tiger snake who's the boss. The kook grabs the snake and kills it easily. These kookaburras fight when a magpie wants to join the scuffle. The 3 birds seem to have engaged, and this looks more like a threesome than a fight. This kook darts out of a tree and captures this snake, beating it to death and eating it whole. Kookaburras eat small birds, and that's exactly what this kook is doing. It's actually trying to swallow the little guy whole. This kook has caught a snake and is tenderizing it so it can have an easier time to eat it. Number 5. Toucans.
Oh, I know about
Toucans
them.
are
I know
often
about these.
thought of as friendly fruit eaters, but they are omnivorous and quite aggressive. We saw a toucan kill and eat a bat while on a bird-watching tour at Playa Cativa
Damn.
Lodge in Costa Rica. This toucan is on the hunt for a parrot, and it just grabbed one. His friend asks him if he wants to share, but the toucan turns away with the parrot because he wants it all to himself. When a cute hummingbird tries to extract the nectar from these flowers, a toucan grabs and crushes it. You can see how small the bird is in the toucan's mouth. Toucans are also meat eaters, which many people are unaware of. Here we see one of Ripley's wild cousins following in its ancestors' footsteps by raiding a nest and devouring someone else's baby's whole.
Crazy.
I guarantee you'll never look at toucans the same way again.
Nah, I knew there was
Number
like that.
4, snake eagle.
Snake eagle.
This snake eagle is up against the cobra and slowly tries to grab the snake by the tail.
He's wildin'. The cobra could have got him right
Cobra
there.
is a difficult prey to dispatch. The battle is eventually won by the bird.
How?
In a park, an eagle and a snake cross paths. I had no idea what kind of park this is, and I think I'd rather not know. For the kill, this brown snake eagle hunts and pounces on a cobra. This eagle has landed on a snake in the middle of the street and is enjoying a tasty breakfast.
Dang.
Another snake dies at the hands of an eagle, this time an extremely dangerous black mamba. This eagle is literally swallowing the snake whole.
How?
Number 3, seagulls. As we've seen before, seagulls can take on larger prey, and this one attacks a squirrel and stabs it several times with its beak until it
Bro,
dies.
this ain't larger prey, bro. What are you talking about, larger prey?
After that, the seagull employs an old trick and swallows the squirrel whole, as if it were candy. The squirrel tried to attack the seagull, but the massive bird appeared to be too powerful for the small squirrel. Because seagulls don't have teeth and their claws aren't very efficient, they can't separate the meat from the bones like we can, so it's in their best interest to eat as quickly as possible. This seagull tries to catch a few ducklings having fun on the lake, but mom defends her family by leaping into the air to fend off the seagull.
Damn.
A large gull snags and eats a baby duckling while pursuing mallard babies from the air. Many young flightless ducks are swimming around looking for food, and because they can't fly, they're easy to catch and eat, attracting predatory birds such as seagulls. This seagull is cleaning up the streets by swallowing pests like this rat whole. It looks so delicious that I almost want to try one myself. A fight between seagulls and pigeons would most likely benefit seagulls because they are slightly larger and have larger beaks. And when this seagull tackles a pigeon on the sidewalk, he easily drags the pigeon into the middle of the street, and it's not hard to see that the pigeon is toast.
Damn.
In Triana, Norway, a dramatic bird attack was captured on video. The residents of the island are surrounded by these birds, but they have never seen anything like this. Was this due to a lack of food, or was the bird that was attacked already injured and thus an easy target?
Maybe.
Because the attacker did not appear to give up, an onlooker eventually chased him away from the injured bird, allowing it to flee. Number 2, golden eagle. These two eagles have captured a wolf and are refusing to let it go. Their handlers must arrive and remove
wolf?
the birds of prey from the wolf's head. I feel terrible for the wolf. This eagle bites off more than it can chew when it latches onto a goat, and the two of them roll down the side of a cliff strewn with boulders. The eagle bears the brunt of the impact, and I wouldn't be surprised if one or both of its wings are damaged. The goat escapes when the eagle lets go, but the eagle is shaken. This golden eagle soars above a roe deer, its next meal. Despite the deer's best efforts, the eagle swoops in for the kill and clings to the deer's back. As the deer tries to flee for his life, the eagle's handler runs alongside the two animals. The eagle does an excellent job and successfully completes the task. An eagle lands on a snake in a park and begins stomping on it with its talons in front of all the park visitors. It's an incredible sight, not something you'd expect to see on a Sunday morning stroll through the park. This golden eagle has taken a
isn't that kind of religious? Eagle fighting a snake? Cause I know I've seen it on the like in New York on the hospital, on the ambulances, they got a picture of an eagle fighting a snake or some shit like that, eating a snake with a cross. So I don't know if that's religious or not.
And is bringing it back to the nest to feed its young. While the gosling is still alive, they both consume it. In this case, I believe the adage, "One man's death is another man's bread," applies. This is nature's essence.
Yeah.
Blood can be seen running down the side of this deer's body as the eagle stands on its back. What comes next? The deer is clearly too large for the eagle to carry away, but it is also too large for the eagle to kill. A golden eagle is on the prowl for rabbit meat and has targeted a potential prey. The eagle takes off and heads for the kill, but the rabbit is quick and outmaneuvers the eagle the first time around. But that was just beginner's luck. The eagle gets the kill the second time. Number 1, Great Blue Heron.
Heron?
Mama duck is attacked by other ducks, leaving her ducklings vulnerable to a hungry bird. 2 of her ducklings are devoured by the great blue heron. The heron is fishing and finds little turtles where he looks. This is a successful fishing trip. Weasels are tough little buggers, but this heron doesn't seem to care when he attacks this weasel head on and finishes it off. During the duck breeding season, an avian predator eats ducklings to diversify its food intake, and an enraged mother duck
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is not impressive anymore. Like, bro, he's eating ducklings.
so much to protect her offspring.
This
The
shit is
mother
not
duck
impressive.
cannot adequately defend herself and her babies from an aggressive heron that eats ducklings. Many of these birds impressed me, but the pelican is the bird I enjoy watching the most because of its huge gular pouch.
Yep.
I just freak out when I see prey stuck in there, still alive and moving, but
That
not
shit is
able
weird.
to escape.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let...
The pelican, I'm not gonna lie, the pelican, that shit was kind of cool. But hey, that's it with it, bro. We made some Rich Cups in the channel. You feel me? If you ain't got a video, I'm gonna react to, let me know in the comment section down below. But hey, if you catch y'all next one, stay safe.